Hey, what's going on everybody? Servo here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to apply the new castle skins. We're also going to do a review, and I'm also going to show you guys what this looks like on the Nintendo Switch 2 as well. So you could see if the textures are okay, if it, how it looks compared from PC over to the Nintendo Switch. We're going to check out some other stuff, so if you guys would hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, I have tons of videos on the newest update. We also have more content coming out very soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and let's jump right into it. Alrighty guys, so as you know, they recently just released the very first castle skin, and by recently I mean today. This is the first time we've ever had a reskin for the castle. It is 3,500, which is an interesting price point. This will probably be the price point going forward when they add additional castle skins as well. And I do firmly believe they will add additional castle skins too, because they definitely went in here and reworked this entire system. Now, there's a couple things I want to point out to you that you may not know yet. You can change the house skin, of course, but if you go inside of the castle, unfortunately, there's nothing going on here. It looks the exact same. I was hoping for the price point they would decorate it, have some pumpkins in here, change the aesthetic. That is not the case. And also, if you come out here to the DLC map area and you turn around, yep, they didn't add it to the back. So it definitely breaks that immersion and kind of takes you out of your build. But then again, how often are you actually going to come over here rather than just teleporting? It was just one of those things. I was really hoping to actually see my Halloween skin that's applied there and know that that's the dream castle I applied it to, but no, that's not the case. So keep that in mind before you buy. Nothing on the inside. It doesn't really show it in other locations. It is purely just here in Dreamlight Valley from the front side, but it is still an incredible item. I think it's worth every single moonstone. Now, how do you actually apply this? Well, I am on PC, and I've seen a lot of people, and I mean a lot, say that they're struggling to actually apply the skin. And I think they could be like just hovering over this right here. If you noticed, you can hover over like this well area and the bridge and click on it, but nothing happens. It seems this may be reserved for a future update. Maybe they're going to start adding a skin where you can change the well skin, or maybe this little bridge area, because I feel like since it actually changes the camera, like it highlights this area right here and you click on it, it actually moves the camera. It feels like it's something they're going to work on. What you have to actually do is get your camera to go up here to the castle. You have to actually get your little hand icon right here and drag it up to this location. Click on it, and then you can see it from this point of view, and then press R or this button at the bottom right to hit replace. And then you can pick and choose which castle skin you want. I can also swap it back. Now, I have seen people say that on the Nintendo Switch, it's a little more difficult. You have to like try in different locations. I will move over to my Switch in just a minute, but that's pretty much it. That's how you actually change your skin. So it looks really nice. Again, I think it looks beautiful. I love that it has this like little leaf strawn path over here. It has the hay bales. The only problem is it's still like the camera mode in the game doesn't really allow you to look at this beautiful creation. So it's truly like you have to admire it from a distance, but it does have the floating candles. It has the pumpkins. It has a bunch of lights. And this is what it looks like at nighttime. And honestly, I feel like I kind of like it a little more at daytime. Like it does look good at night. I love the purple illuminating lights in the top part, especially with that moon in the background. It's just too perfect. Now, if you actually start decorating in your plaza, as you can see, if you have like a villain or a dark theme over here, kind of like this new castle, I'm still working on this section over here. You can truly make it look like an extension of this castle, especially with like the Toon House or this the Nightmare Castle. We have this new Gothic Manor right here. And then again, once I change this pathing and everything, it's going to look pretty dang incredible in a build. Now, as you see, you can come over here to the forest and you can get a better view of the side and the tower. It's actually pretty cool. So it's going to look nice in a backdrop. And if you are still struggling, especially on the Nintendo Switch, you can come over here to this back corner and you move your cursor up just a little bit right here and click on it, and then you can hit the replace button. I was hoping that they would eventually have something over here where you can go to the furniture tab instead of clicking on house to put a house down. If they had another tab that said castle, I feel like going forward in a future update, they probably will implement this. So if you're watching this video in the future, they may have already added that. So be sure to check in the furniture tab here. But until then, you're going to have to actually drag your cursor and click on it and then swap it up. Now, this was on PC, so we're going to go ahead and move over to the Nintendo Switch just to get an idea of how it looks. So really quickly, let's take a look at some of the textures here on PC. You can kind of see the straw right here. You can see like the top of the tower. Let me zoom out a little bit more. We have the candles here. This is what the front looks like. So it's pretty solid in terms of, you know, the textures and everything. Everything looks to be working properly. It doesn't seem to be anything that's super blurry except for the hay on the ground. And then here it is with no filter on both platforms. You can kind of see the difference, how it looks and how it runs, and how they are in compared to each other. The one over here on the left is PC. And then the one over here on the right is actually the Nintendo Switch 2. But we don't have the Nintendo Switch 2 Enhanced Edition. So it should be pretty similar to what we see on the regular Nintendo Switch as well. Alrighty guys, so now I am over here on the Nintendo Switch 2. As you can see, there is some texture issues. Obviously, that's going to happen. The spider webs looks like they're still not fixed. We had some issues with the spider webs on this platform with the regular trees that we had. Now again, this is not bashing the Nintendo Switch at all. I know a huge portion of our community plays on it, and that's why I wanted to show this item off so you guys could see what it would look like, because it is such a massive item. It's not like your standard premium shop item, so I usually don't show items off on the Switch, but since it is something like this, it's huge. So as you can see, it's an interesting piece. I don't see as many lights on here. I don't even see the candy corn on the towers like you would see when I was on the other platform, on PC, and probably on console as well. The straw on the ground, it actually doesn't look too bad compared, because it's pretty similar. You know, when I was on PC and stuff, it was kind of blurry, which those little details don't matter too much. It's really how it looks from further away. Now, to be able to actually do this, again, I am not very familiar with the Nintendo Switch playing this game. But I did figure out you could go into furniture mode, right? And then zoom out. And I think a lot of people are clicking on this bridge right here. You have to have your cursor actually over there, and you can't really get it over there. At least I don't really know how. But if I take my camera and I go back here, you see when it highlights the actual island itself, then I can click on this, and then I can go ahead and swap it. So I would go ahead and click on this right here, and then it automatically rotate it to like this. And then I can press X on the Switch, and then I can switch it back to the normal version right there. So again, I'm moving like this, and then I would actually click on it. It's going to rotate it like this, and then we're going to swap it to the Halloween castle. And then I'm also going to go back one more time so you can see what it looks like from an aerial view compared to how it looked on the other platform. So again, it's definitely missing a lot of details. I see a little bit of purple glow. Pay attention to the towers right there. They're definitely missing some stuff. Now, let me go ahead and switch off to nighttime so you can see what it looks like. And then here at nighttime, as you can see, there still is none of the like candy cane lights. So it's kind of unfortunate. I almost feel like, I don't know, it'd be hard because obviously some of these premium shop items are missing stuff that the other platforms get. So it would be nice if you guys could get a discount. But then again, I guess some people would purchase the stuff on the Nintendo Switch and then take it over to their PC. So I guess they have a trouble trying to figure that out. But yeah, this is definitely why I wanted to make this video, so you can get an idea of what it actually is going to look like and how it runs over here. And yeah, I mean, overall, it still looks really good. Like, especially from a distance, it still looks good. Doesn't look like it's out of render or anything like that. A little bit, some of the lights do, as you see, as I got a little bit further away, some of the lights got out of render like that, then they turned off. But as I'm getting closer, it looks good. So if you are at a distance in the plaza, just know that some of them are disappearing, unfortunately. And then here we are coming up on the side at nighttime. This is what it actually looked like. So let's go ahead and go into furniture mode again. And then I'm going to go like this. Still getting used to the buttons over here. And it's a little bit easier to actually be able to reach it over here. As you can see, I can just take my hand. I don't even have to move it. I can just have the camera. And then I can click on it from this location. And it's definitely a lot easier to do it than going the other direction. So And well, guys, that is it for the video. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out a lot. There's some cool little Easter eggs in here. Like you can see the little candy corn, you know, the spiders, the spider web, all the pumpkins, the string lights, the little floating lights up here as well. Looks really great. So it's a pretty cool piece. I definitely recommend it. I hope you guys are able to pick it up at some point. Don't forget, you can pin it and pick it up at a later date. And yeah, that's it for the video. So thank you again. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.